So docking a boat, there are a lot of factors involved in docking a boat. How many engines does the boat have? One or two, usually. On a sailboat, you're usually going to have one engine, and the primary setup is the prop in front of the rudder. So you have two very important things that happen with the prop in front of the rudder. The first one is you have what's called prop walk. When you start to reverse a boat, the propeller spinning in the water walks the stern to port. The second important factor that comes into play is something called prop wash. Because the prop is in front of the rudder, when the prop starts spinning to move the boat forward, it pushes a lot of water against the rudder. So the rudder becomes incredibly effective. If you go starboard rudder and you go full throttle, that boat's gonna, the stern of the boat's gonna go to the port immediately. The bow's gonna come over also, but what you really have to understand is driving a sailboat with this configuration, you're really steering the stern of the boat back and forth, and then the bow follows. So docking a boat, the other things that are very important are, is it a slip or is it an end tie? Is there wind and which direction? And is there tide and which direction, or current and which direction? Is there surge? Going into an upwind slip is one of the more desirable operations, because you know, the wind slows you down as you approach the slip, and it doesn't blow you from side to side. A crosswind, you're going to have to correct for that and be high on your way in. A downwind slip can be challenging because you really have to slow the boat down. As you're entering the slip, you could be slowing the boat down or putting it in neutral. The wind's still blowing you into the slip. So you really have to, you really can get going too fast to turn the boat the way you need. With a sailboat, it's difficult. You have a big keel in the water. That keel does not like to go sideways. So that boat has to be steered to where it's going to go. If you want the boat to be over there, you can't just put it over there. You have to steer it over there. So you need a lot of room to turn the boat. So it's an operation that takes some skill.